Tariffs on naval supplies. The naval supply production in one of our colonies comes into focus. It seems it generates quite a lot of money, perhaps too much without being too well taxed. Leave it be. I'm not going to play around with tariffs too much because I actually want my colonies to be as rich as possible so they can build all the buildings that they need and they can actually defend themselves, because I don't intend to invest very heavily on expanding them. Except wars, perhaps. But certainly not colonists. They're going to get to 10 in size and then I'm done. Moving on to the next one. I'm keeping the colonies for one purpose, and one purpose alone, and that's to give me merchants. I wouldn't even have gone west, otherwise. Six more years on that truce. Easily beating that. Good. How am I doing in terms of force limit? Oh, wow, I am way under. To the extent where I can get another full stack? Almost. I still quite like my stacks of 20. I think they're holding up pretty well. So let's go ahead and create a template. We're going to go 12, 2, 6. Oh, we could go up to 10 guns. You know what? I kind of like that idea. We'll go for 10. 12 to 10. Maybe 14. 14 to 10. That's a better balance. 26 men total, so we're going to need to build up our transports to 26. Damn it. I keep thinking, why do you have a random galley? It's because it's the flagship, and it's there for the transportation bonuses. So we need you to get up to 26. And then we need to add more cannon. Did I say 14? Yes. And everyone should be drilling. They are. Hey, Mean Wolf. Alright, good. Alright, so they have actually pieced out with Kaffa. Ajuran took one of the trade centers. They control 4. Well, 3. And Kaffa owns the 1. Ethiopia doesn't actually own any centers of trade that I want. So, yeah, it's Ajuran that we need to go after, not Ethiopia. So we will need to move our transport ships over here, or else get access through Ethiopia. Which I feel is definitely doable. Right, and then also Dagbon. Fabricate claim. We would like to have the Gold Coast. I would like to take it before someone buys it from you. So you're still only allied to Kano. I'm gonna make a bit of an assumption that Kano is not very big. In fact, Kano owns Benin. If I could take Gold Coast and Benin, I'd be very happy with my control over the Ivory Coast. I mean, it would be nice if we could control this entire coastline. Which would require going after Oyo as well. Yeah, Ethiopia is currently friendly. So we could try to use them as a friend in the region. Not that I necessarily need it. I mean, Ajuran is actually even more friendly than Ethiopia. But Ethiopia being friendly means they're very likely to give me military access so I can get through to Ajuran. Which is definitely a concern. Also, another concern is you are not at your full strength. 0 ducats. 5 more years, then I can declare on Castile. And I really want to get Cadiz before Morocco gets it, because Cadiz is actually a centre of trade. As is Leon and Cantabria. And then once I control those, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the centres of trade in Sevilla. Maybe even 5 if I took that off. Huzzah! Donbassos! Thank you very much for the resubscription. I appreciate that. 15 months now. That's insane. There we go for another 34 months. 34 months was a typo. Yeah, you're not quite there yet. I haven't even been streaming for that long. Because it's you and Poznik who I think are the most lengthy subs. And I wasn't a regular streamer for that long. I mean, pre-affiliate. Well, actually, I'm not actually sure when I started, because I started streaming but not really properly. And then a couple of months, I would say, probably a month or 2 before I became an affiliate, is when I started doing it full time. Yeah, I got the Patreon first, because I wasn't convinced with the amount of money you could make from Twitch. And by the way, Twitch makes more money than either Patreon or YouTube now. I'm not even a partner yet. I'm kind of curious, how am I doing this month? I haven't looked yet. I know last month is one of the best months I've had. Yeah, it's not quite YouTube and Patreon combined, but it's close. When you got the Patreon, that's when I started backing on Twitch, because I had no credit card for Patreon. Now I do, but I'm not leaving the 15-month record. Yeah, that's fair enough. Although one of the nice changes that Twitch is making is your length of time that you are subscribed to someone is no longer concurrent time, it's total time. Which would be really nice, because my, 6 months for Quill is suddenly going to become like a year and a half, because I subbed to him for a long time, then it lapsed, and then I subbed again. And I much prefer that system. It's like, this is how long I've been supporting them, rather than this is how long I've been supporting them since I let my credit card elapse. Ajuran's fighting Ethiopia. I thought you already were. No, Ajuran was declaring war, was fighting Kaffa. Oh, Ethiopia's going to be in trouble here. I'm kind of okay just sitting back and just continue drilling and just watch the fireworks. Did I get your comment about the 10k video for the museum? Yes, I did. Thank you. And if I'm ever in the area, I will take you up on it. You are not drilling. Why not? Get back to work. Alright, Calabar is now fully developed. And as far as I'm aware, there's no other centres of trade here that I can get. There is. Benguela. Which will also give me access to the Congo, which is a very valuable area. But I also want to be making my way around here. Okay, I can't actually reach the Comoros yet. I could reach Namaqualand, which would give me access through the Cape, but I think I still have a bit more time. Plus, actually, for the Cape, I probably want to colonize this. That would give me claiming opportunities against Moravi for all the ridiculous wealth of that part. Yeah, we've got to go for Benguela. Ivory Coast is such an important place to control. In fact, most of the money is already being sent to Sevilla, so I don't necessarily need a merchant there. But as soon as I get access to another merchant, it should go to the Ivory Coast. Ooh, siege ability. Go on then. Plus 20% siege ability, plus my professionalism, my sieging is going to be quite strong. Yeah, we have a plus 36% siege ability. Nice. That means the sieges go, like, every phase is 36% faster, so you go through the phases quicker. Am I going Pirate Aragon? No, this is just kind of a trade Aragon, but not as heavy trade as the Dutch. Part of it is, yes, we do have trade stirring, but I haven't really set myself up for a trade power. And also part of it is I'm going a bit heavier for places like Italy. And if I wasn't still allied with Venice, I'd probably be going after the former Ottoman territories. But I'm enjoying having a strong Venice. But then again, Venice is going to be stealing my money. Well, not necessarily, because they're going to be feeding money into a Ragusa where I then steal it. So one thing I do need is access to some trade centers of trade in Ragusa, which right now I don't have. Unless Naples has one. Nope. We took the lands around it, but not in it. And my relations with Ferrara are maxed out, so we can start integrating Ferrara. Go ahead and do that. So yeah, now I'm going to have to wait for Ajuran to finish their war against Ethiopia, and we'll see where things stand from there. And then once we've taken a big chunk of Ajuran, I do mean to take quite a big chunk from them, we should be in a great position to start pushing over into India. Though India's actually done a relatively good job keeping up militarily. They're only 3 behind. How's Africa doing? Not as well. Dagbon's where I should be going next. Right, so Calabar has been done, so neither of these colonies can be destroyed. So I think it is time to move you back up here. Question is, how many troops does Dagbon have? 10,000. One stack can probably do it. Might need to send a second, in which case they'll be my backup. We should send the navy as well, just to get the siege blockade ability. Although actually the transports will be sufficient for that. Let's leave the proper fleet behind. I can't see them having a big navy. Protestant preachers are not the only ones to stand up against the Catholic Church. Scholars from different movements are questioning their corrupt doctrine. Perhaps not in perfect tune with their own criticisms, but nevertheless highly relevant. Oh, that just annoyed. I should have gone for the we'll support them against the Catholic terribleness. Let's have you guys jump on ships and then send you over here. So we're going to want to take Gold Coast and we're going to want to take Benin. So it's likely that Calabar is going to get occupied here, but that's fine. In fact, what I might want to do is land in Calabar, go after Benin first, peace them out, and then peace out Dagbon. That's a better plan. We should do that. More conversions. Let's go for Shokia. You are all Protestant. You are also all Protestant. So are you. You're just on trade power. Do I want to make Toledo a trade power place to push more of the money through Seville? No, I don't think so. We may well want to upgrade Toledo to a tier 3 at some point. Well, it depends on when I've taken more control from Castile. There's still 3 more years before that occurs. Why are you here? I have no idea where I sent my transports down there, but apparently I did at some point. Oh, there's Medri Badri. Okay. Aden took one of the coastal provinces. That's still owned by Kafar, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's Ajuran. These two are Ajuran. And is Ajuran allied to Aden? Yes. So there is a chance that we may actually want to co-belligerize Aden and take territory from both. But let's do that after Africa is done. Who are my allies? France, Bohemia, Venice. That's it. Dagbon has no allies. Dagbon just lost Benin as an ally. Interesting. Well, let's go and punish them for that oversight. And Darian's fully built up. And Alexandria is now Aragonese. Okay, so I guess we'll continue going along here. Trying to decide how much of Colombia we want to take. Whether we want to continue going north or south. Let's put one here so we can at least access these three and we're not going to get cut off. Let's make Granada into Aragonese as well. In fact, you can go out to sea to just blockade that stuff. Their capital is not going to last for very long. Now I just need to take the Gold Coast. Which can, frankly, be done with just half the force. And they have not very much. We'll need to take the Cape Coast back again, but the rest of you can just push north. I mean, honestly, all I want from you is the Gold Coast, so if you're willing to peace out for that, then I am good to go too. Cool. Well, that was pretty painless. So, do I want to start getting a CB going against Kano? I think so. We share a sea area, so we can get Benin pretty quickly. And it's effectively going to be the same thing. Music is amazing, by the way. Is it part of the content pack? It's music from all of the expansions. I just let it play. I haven't tweaked it at all. Jamak Buga, one of our advisors, Jamak has published the crowning achievement of his literary career, The Spirit of Laws. This monumental work is celebrated for three of its numerous theories: the classification of governments, the influences on politics, and the most important, the theory of the separation of powers. Yes, that is quite an important one. More admin power or more prestige? I guess the admin power is because we're already at maximum stability. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so next. We can start to claim Ajuran's territory. Except no, we can't, because we have no territory. Yes, we do. Oh. Oh, because we're expansion and these three are in the center. Okay, that's funny. I was just thinking, I have no way of actually fabricating a claim on Ajuran because we don't have a border with them, nor do we share a sea zone. But actually, these three are in a trade company, and we have expansion, so we can always get CVs on trade company territory. So, Zanzibar, Partey is in fact a centre of trade. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fabricate a claim on Partey, which now means that we can declare war on Ajuran, and Aden in the meantime has become Yemen. And yes, we can definitely co-belligerize Yemen, because that's going to bring in Mara, and then we'll also need to fight against Moravi, who I don't think are one of the bigger nations. So yeah, let's go and prepare for this war. So we need to start shipping our forces back over here. We're probably going to need all 3 stacks. How are we doing for rebels? None. Yeah, going via Africa is now the quick way. And we're going to want our warships over there too, I think. I might actually move some of my ships to protect trade in other locations. Aleppo might be a good one, but actually Ragusa might be a good one, because there's a lot of money leaving Ragusa right now. So you go ahead and do that, and we will protect trade. Ragusa. We could buy a bunch more light ships for that. Let's do it. Let's have you go up to like 20 ships as well. Get admin 80% ahead. Nah, I'm good. Gold Coast. And here I'm going to increase autonomy to get rid of the unrest and then add you to a trade company. This makes no sense. I should not be going that way. I need my transports up here so I can grab these guys afterwards. Did I finish the Madagascar game? Is this a side one? No, Madagascar's over. We finished it. We'd snowballed to such an extent that I didn't really want to continue. It was too easy. El Cid, fitting name for the flagship. Age of Empires 2 campaign missions, anyone? El Cid's a fascinating character. Look him up. Really interesting. Ooh, some more land force limits. That's tempting. We're still 7 years away from the next military idea. I think that's reasonable. Madagascar snowboarding was too easy. Error 404 does not compute. It's true though. Wait, France rival Portugal. How is that possible? I'm smelling shenanigans here. France is able to rival Portugal. I can't rival Portugal. Oh, I'm the greatest power in the... Oh, wow, I'm way ahead. What the hell happened to Ming? Oh, Ming's got tech problems. Ming's got really big tech problems. Ming doesn't usually have tech problems. And Portugal's trying to claim my stuff. Mamelukes. Oh look, there's some lovely filth over there. What, over here? So the Mamelukes are itching for a fight. Yeah, not yet. I don't need anything else from the Mamelukes unless I wanted to take more of Aleppo. But so long as I stop the money leaving Gujarat and goes via Aden, then I don't necessarily need Aleppo. It's a bit of a short-term investment otherwise. Are there any other buildings that I require? I'm not convinced. Manufactories for sure. Yeah, Cairo needs a manufactory. We could potentially do with more marketplaces for 11 years from now when global trade spawns, but I'm pretty confident that Genoa is going to be the most rich, and I'm pretty confident that we will get it within Genoa. I actually made the insults now. That's only if it's a scornful insult, but yes. And we can't see Ming yet. Oh, I've been building manufactories for a couple of 100 years, Don Bassos. That's not the first. That's one of the last. Everything blue already has a manufactory. Like, the most important one's already done ages ago. And the transports have arrived. Glorious. Let's go pick up the last part of the stack. And we will be good to go against Ajuran. So we will need to get military access through Ethiopia. I think we should pre-arrange that. Oh, right. I was going to go after Kano as well. That will have to wait. Alright, I'm going to get that claim done. And you guys all need to remind me that I was going to go after Kano to get Benin, because I will forget otherwise.